Savings for Kansas grocery shoppers. Governor Laura Kelly says consumers are projected to see an additional $150 million in savings because of the food tax legislation that she signed in 2022. The reduction of the state sales tax on groceries from 4% to 2% going to save shoppers about $12.5 million per month next year, as some of the top leaders in Missouri's legislature also want to look at getting rid of sales taxes on groceries as well. Drive sober or get pulled over. Area law enforcement agencies pushing that once again as we enter the New Year's holiday weekends. So expect increased law enforcement presence on the roads, as they also remind you to buckle up and to designate a driver as we enter 2024. When you see news, call or text our tip line at 417-208-9TIP. For News Talk KZRG, I'm Ty Albright on KIX 102.5.
It's going to be cloudy today with highs around 40, and then clear tonight with lows into the mid-20s. Saturday is going to be sunny with highs near 49 and lows into the upper 20s. Then on New Year's Eve, it'll be partly sunny during the day, highs around 41, and then partly cloudy for New Year's Eve night, lows down around 24. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar isn't showing anything but clouds over the 4 states. It's 32 in Miami, 34 in Liberal, and 34 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app. Time now for the KIX Kids Pledge. Today we're featuring Lainey from Fort Scott.
Since to a flag of the United States of America, and to a republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, and liberty and justice for all.
Great job. And if you'd like your kids to be on the KIX Kids Pledge, all you got to do is go to KIX1025.com, go to the Morning KIX page, and click on the button there to find out how to upload your audio. So there's something you need to be aware of that is affecting families all over the United States this week, and that is the horror known as leftover Christmas cookies and the tragedy that they are. We'll tell you what we're talking about in just 18 minutes, but right now it's Riley Green and Luke Combs on KIX 102.5. Morning, everybody. Happy Friday. Oh, boy. Okay. I have an issue. Okay, that's taken care of. Morning, everybody. So, everybody got their New Year's plans lined out? Morning, Kathy. Morning, Jimmy. Last Friday of the year, that's right. And there's only 2 of us here. I figure a lot of people's going to have the day off today, so it's going to be probably low numbers. I am done. I've got everything done. I actually worked really hard yesterday and got all of my responsibilities taken care of. Yeah, most people, I think, are staying home today, Jimmy. And taking the morning off, probably sleeping in a little bit. I don't blame them. I would, too. Oh, your plans are to stay home. Yeah. I'm mine, too, I think. So I got in my new platform that I was talking about yesterday, and I spent most of the day working on it. It's awesome. Unbelievable. It's, of course, creating some growing pain challenges between my old system and this one. And I won't know how good it is until I get to use it on stage, which I don't plan to do yet. I was going to this Sunday. I was going to use it, and then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to wait. I'm going to do some more educating. There is no hurry, so I'm still waiting on some parts to assemble it all for my pedal board. So, yes, it did. It's going to work out great. I did have some questions about whether it was going to be able to do everything that my old one did. It's going to do that and way more. So I've just got to learn it. It's going to take a while to learn. Usually I don't start feeling comfortable with a piece of equipment like that for about 5 or 6 months. But I got to say, it sounds amazing. And I need all the help I can get, let's be honest. So I am trying, one thing I am trying to do today is plan out the rest of January. Our topics and everything we're going to be talking about during the next month. And that's a very slow process. So I wanted to get as much done as I could before I leave next Saturday. So that Jen can be able to look ahead and see what we're doing. When do Girl Scout cookies go on sale? That is always in January, isn't it? I need to figure that out. When it doesn't say. Of course not. January 12th. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 7:09. It's going to be cloudy today, highs around 40, and we'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast in about 14 minutes. So I got to look in here. I was just planning out next month, and Girl Scout cookies come out next month. So I know there is like a big shortage window that would probably tempt you to eat those old leftover Christmas cookies that you have lying around. Aren't they sad? But let's encourage you not to do that, and we'll tell you why in just 12 minutes. But right now, it's Jason Aldean on the 4 states, #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Plus, we got the Morning KIX Challenge this morning. I'm going to need somebody to win that. Okay, here's a spin story we can do on this. The price of Girl Scout cookies has gone up. No. They don't go on sale till February 16th, this says. So were we talking about it then? I guess we could spin the story. And prices are going to go up. Finally. Oh, I remember why I didn't want to work ahead. Is I was waiting for Jen to be back to see if she wanted to run the same topic she did last year when I was gone. Oh, how much have they gone up, Jimmy? They've gone up to $6 a box. Kathy, you want to win? If you'll hang around till 7:50, we'll just go ahead and take care of that. I don't mind hooking you up with that. Give you a little inside scoop on what we're going to be. We're going to be doing the classic country theater, but I'd rather be sure of having a winner. In fact, we could do that ahead of time. So it's an additional 20 cents a package on the Girl Scout cookies. Supposedly going to go to Girl Rewards. I don't know. I think the whole thing's a scam. What the heck? Okay, that's enough. Last year, I think I was gone. Yeah, I was gone the very end of January. So the 30th through the 3rd. And we may do those topics in that week. Anyway, figure that out when she gets back. So they've added they have added a live broadcast to this tomorrow night, Sunday night, at Downstream Casino Resort, which we knew they were going to, and it was just dragging feet. I mean, New Year's Eve apparently crept up on us, but we didn't know that was going to happen Sunday night. Anyway, MJ is going to be there broadcasting live from 5 to 7. They've got a big New Year's Eve celebration. Kevin Nealon is going to be hosting it. I'm trying to think. He's been in a couple of sitcoms. He was on Saturday Night Live for ages, but he is going to be hosting that. So they've got a big balloon drop planned for midnight and a big celebration. Morning, Megan. Well, you will have to call me, Kathy, but not yet. Let's wait until I get through here. I'm trying to remember what the precept. It is the horror movie. I thought so. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Definitely not going to be any good movies on this weekend because it's the last weekend of the year, but we've got something very scary for you to consider after Jordan Davis on KIX. Hard to do that in 8 seconds. Man, yeah, next week's going to be rough. Trying to fit everything in. So we've got everything prepped from Megan's show on Monday, Megan Maroney. And that's all ready to go now. They have got the streaming working again on the website. It wasn't just a second ago, but it is now. I don't know if anybody's watching on there since the chat has quit working for everybody. Or it's the chat still works. I just know it doesn't for most of you. Or a lot of you. But you can, and I now can get signed back in to the back end to clean out those chats like we were having to do every day. But I do recommend that some of you go over and try that occasionally. I know Megan was never able to get the chat to work for her on the website. You might try it now, Megan, since maybe nobody else is using it. Maybe you would be able to. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Brandy and Jen, 719. It's going to be cloudy today with highs around 40. And we'll give you a look at the weekend's forecast, tell you what it's going to be like for your New Year's Eve celebration. Speaking of, don't forget to join MJ at Downstream Casino and Resort. He's going to be there broadcasting from 5 to 7 for their big New Year's Eve party. And it's going to be hosted by Kevin Nealon. There's going to be a balloon drop, party favors, all of the good stuff. And it's going to be happening New Year's Eve at Downstream Casino and Resort. Of course, as we're winding down the holidays, one of the things you have to do, as we talked about earlier this week, is getting rid of all your Christmas decorations and putting all that stuff away. But one of the things that gets considered from over the holidays and oftentimes lays around for weeks are those leftover Christmas cookies. And we thought, since there are no new movies really being released this weekend because it is New Year's weekend, that we would put together our own little horror trailer for the phenomenon known as leftover Christmas cookies.
After the last carol has been sung, after all the guests have returned home, they lurk in the shadows.
Hey, what's in this tin?
It's leftover Christmas cookies. Just when you thought it was safe to start your New Year's diet, there's something frightening under that foil.
Oh no! I thought we ate all the peanut butter blossoms!
There is no escape from leftover Christmas cookies. They're on your dining room table. There's still a box of them under your tree. They're even at work.
There's a plate full of gingerbread snowmen in the break room. I can't take it.
They will haunt you for weeks until you finally kill off the last of them at your Super Bowl party. Leftover Christmas cookies, now tempting on a decorative plate loosely covered in red plastic wrap on a table near you.
Okay. Thank you, Megan, for letting me know that. So she has still tried to log into the website to be able to chat on there about once a week while watching, and it still will not let her. I don't know why. And you've tried it on multiple platforms, too. She's tried it on her phone, on her PC, on her laptop. Oh, I don't think we've even started experiencing the cold yet. I was looking ahead on the forecast to next week, though, and it's supposed to get a little bit warmer. Be about like today all week long, though. So they're talking mid-40s, 45 by next Thursday, which does worry me a little bit because usually we'll have a warm snap or a warm trend right before a winter storm comes in. And 45 is warm for January. So this is kind of interesting. I think they missed the boat by waiting so long to release this, but everybody knows the movie Alien, right? With Sigourney Weaver. Well, it is going to be celebrating its 45th anniversary. You believe it's been 45 years since that movie came out this next year. And Disney, who owns the movie franchise, is going to be marking the occasion with a children's book. Not making this up. A is for Aliens, what it's called. It's an ABC book slated to be published next summer through Little Golden Books, and is going to be illustrated by the Disney Storybook art team. The official description reads, follow Ripley and the rest of the Nostromo crew on a space adventure that introduces the alphabet from A to Z. The book will be targeted at 2 to 5-year-old children. It will come out 1 month before a new Alien film titled Romulus premieres in theaters in August. This movie was supposed to have been out a couple of years ago, and it was delayed. So I guess you can never learn that X is for xenomorph early enough, can you? Oh, thank you. You want one? Candy Jan was here. Is Facehugger going to be under F or H, do you think? What G is, guts come popping out, G. The thing about this is, some of these kids surely will want to see the Alien franchise after experiencing the friendly ant-headed alien in the storybook. Will you let them watch it at age 2? This horror movie by John Carpenter? Surely Candy Jam will call. I couldn't look out and see her because the window still got wedding decorations all over it. I forgot to tell Melissa yesterday to come get her lanterns. Yay! There she is. Candy Jan! Hey, how's it going? Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, well, I'm glad you're going to get to. Was it COVID or just the flu? Oh, it was COVID. You know, the same thing happened to me the first time I had it. I had it over Christmas 2 years ago and did not get to have Christmas with my family. That was very rough. Yep. Well, I'm sorry. Well, it's not like you aim to. Somebody ruined it for you by getting you sick. That's true. Well, I hope you have a happy new year and you guys have a good celebration this weekend. And now that you've got it, look at it this way. You probably have immunity for at least a few months. Yeah, I hope so. Yeah. So I will be gone again not next week, but the week after. Yeah, I'm going to Mexico on the 8th. So I'll be here next week. Me and Jen will both be back. But after that, the week after, I'm going to take another week off. I don't think the first one took. All right. Well, thanks a lot, Jan. Appreciate you. Bye. Candy Jam. Right, Megan? That's right. It did not. Oh, lemon drops. I forgot about lemon drops. Man. Yeah, I don't know if I'll do lemon drops on the beach. You know what I'm going to do? I've decided I've never had a Mai Tai. And I always hear people talk about Mai Tais. One of my goals is I want to have a Mai Tai on the beach. I don't know what they taste like. So I'm trying to put together a list. So when the waiter asks, what can I get for you? And they do. They come down to the beach where you're sitting in your cabanas and wait on you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking Mai Tais would be. And I want, you're supposed to have fruity drinks with umbrellas in them while you're on the beach. So I've never had a Mai Tai. Yeah, and if those don't work, then there's always lemon drops. If I do lemon drops on the beach, then somebody's got to help me back to the room later. Oh my goodness. Why do I do that? I always click on the wrong part of this. Oh, I'll stay away from that stuff, Megan. I don't know how the seaweed is right now in the Gulf of Mexico. Last year it was insane, that rust-colored seaweed. I mean, it wasn't where we were because they go through each morning and they comb out the whole cove and the whole beach. I mean, it's like 5 miles of beach that they own there on that resort property, but they comb and rake the whole thing so that it's pristine and perfect by the time everybody comes out. We went out to watch sunrise the first day we were there and saw them all out there on their tractors and with their hand rakes. I mean, there's probably like 60 landscapers that are out there cleaning and making sure the beach is perfect. It's crazy. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Got your chance to win a free pizza, $25 gift certificate to Simple Simon's Pizza in just 25 minutes. Here's Cole Swindell on KIX. All right, Kathy, if we're going to do this, we better get going. You better call me. Okay, what's next? This is Tuesday. Never share. So Jen's birthday is on the 18th. I guess I ought to put that on here, right? Probably. Not like I'll remember it otherwise. Oh, hi. Oops. I don't know if that was you, Kathy. Now I don't have enough time, so we'll have to wait until after the break if it is. I've got a minute now before I have to go on here, and I have no idea what I'm talking about yet. So let's go back to today. Oh, the New Year's Eve ball kit. Too late to get you one. Bye. You could have had one for your New Year's Eve celebration. Okay, here we go. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Jen's going to be back with us next week, starting Tuesday, because on Monday, Megan Maroney's going to be in here starting at 7 a.m. with the 2023 Rewind Year in Review, and she's going to also be looking ahead to 2024's tour season, so you don't want to miss out on that, even though your head may be a little swollen at that time of New Year's morning. And in just 14 minutes, we've got your chance to win your free New Year's Eve weekend pizza from Simple Simon's Pizza, a $25 gift certificate with the Morning KIX Challenge. We'll be doing that at 7:50 with the Classic Country Theater. So speaking of New Year's, next hour, we're going to be talking about your New Year's resolutions. These are the things that you resolve to do in the new year, whether it's an improvement, maybe it's getting rid of something or doing something different. Yesterday, we talked about bad habits that you'd like to be able to quit. But a resolution isn't necessarily a bad habit. Could be something you plan to start, a new habit maybe, or could be something you plan to get rid of, or just whatever you plan to do differently. You can tell us yours at 623-1025. Of course, a lot of people are going to probably be watching the New Year's Eve, the ball drop from New York City's Times Square. And it's a brand new one that they've got this year that weighs some 12,000 pounds and does a whole different light show and everything. And yesterday we were talking about the history behind the ball being dropped, that it had to do with synchronizing time clocks back before they had digital clocks or ways to track that, from the Greenwich Time Research Center in England. Back in the, 1400s they started that? But anyway, since you can't be on Times Square for the big ball drop, they're now offering an at-home version that you too can play at home.
Can't make it out to New York City this New Year's Eve? Then order the Times Square at-home experience.
Hey, why are all these strangers in my house?
We'll even send you a real NYPD officer.
Stand right there, throw out the beer, and don't move for the next 13 hours.
And you'll get your very own diaper.
Wait, you mean I can't use my own bathroom?
Plus, you'll get all the same celebrity performances.
You just shared a playlist.
That's because all the performers are just lip syncing.
This sucks.
That's why it's so authentic. It's the Times Square at-home experience. Maybe next year you'll act like a true New Yorker and stay as far away as possible.
Okay, Kathy, better do it now if we're going to. If not, then I'm going to have to just run it the way we normally do. There she is. Hi there, Morning KIX.
It's Kathy.
There you go. Okay, hold on just a second. Let me get rid of this. So what I'm going to do, Kathy, is I'm going to just, we're going to act like I've played the classic country theater.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you what song was I performing, and you're going to tell me, and you don't know what it is, of course, so I'm going to tell you. Okay?
Okay.
So it's Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time.
Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time.
Sorry I ruined that for you, but you guys would have figured it out anyway. Okay, Kathy, and where are you from, Kathy? I should know this. Joplin, I thought so. Kathy from Joplin. Let's see if you can figure out what song I was performing with classic country theater. What was it?
Hold on. Randy, I'm sorry. My
Nope.
mind's not working.
That's
Morgan Wallen,
okay. That's okay. I'm going to help you with it again. Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time.
One Thing at a Time. Okay.
Ready? Go.
Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time.
That is it. Yes. Congrats. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm an idiot. This time it's on me because I did not have the applause turned up. Let's do it.
Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time.
That is it. Yes. Congratulations, Kathy. You have got a $25 gift certificate from Simple Simon's Pizza. That could be the pizza for your New Year's Eve celebration, right?
Right. Thank you so much.
Just tell me who's the 4 states #1 for pizza from Simple Simon's, Kathy.
KIX 102.5.
All right. There we go. I can fix all of that.
Okay.
Let me... Shut up, dog! Okay, let me come over here and get your information. Okay, Kathy, spell your last name for me.
LORD.
And what is your phone number? Your date of birth? And your mailing address? Zip code. And finally, your email. Okay, there we go.
Thank you, Randy.
I'm curious. I don't know if the office is open today or not. But I mean,
Okay.
you could come by and get it. I think it is. I think there's going to be people here at least till early afternoon. So you could come get this today if you wanted to. It's ready for you now.
Okay, so can I have Chris stop by and get it?
Probably. Let me put a note on here. Let me see this. Let me see if I can put a note on it for them. At least one winner, therefore some fields are no longer defined. Yes. Fulfillment. Someone let me put a note on it. Hold on. Is it Chris with a K?
Yep.
Okay, I put that in a note that he would be, and Chris's last name is Lord?
Yep.
Okay, put that on there.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a good weekend.
You too. Happy New Year.
You too. Bye-bye. Chris, or Kathy had never won a prize from us before. Isn't that cool? Can't believe that. All this time, Kathy?
Hold on.
Her mind went blank. That happens for some reason when you talk to us. I don't know what it is. And listen to me talking to her like I'm.
One thing at a time. Okay. Morgan Wallen, one.
And then I screwed it up.
Morgan Wallen, one thing.
All things are fixed.
Yay! Right. Thank you so much.
I love that we got to have her first prize won on KIX. Okay, we're getting ready to do this. Now, I decided to go ahead and rerun one of my previous classic country theaters. I was looking ahead at songs to do, and I went through to see if I had done this song that we're going to do this morning, and I had. And so I listened to it, and I thought, that was freaking amazing. And I got to listen to some of the old ones. I went through and spent probably 10 or 15 minutes listening to old classic country theaters. Some of these deserve Oscars or Emmys or whatever. They are so freaking phenomenal. And so it made me a little sad that they only got to be on the radio one time. So I decided I was going to redo it. And you know what? We may do that when Jen's gone or when I'm gone. I'm going to give her carte blanche to go ahead and rerun some of these awesome contests that we only get to do once. I will say this, the last time that we did it was June of last year. So it's been like 9 months since we did it. So plenty of time. You take away a few years of education sometimes. Not all the time, but 26%. You mean when talking to me? Good morning, Kathy. That's Kathy number 2. There's Kathy Good Lord and Kathy hiding out in the Bushnells. So how long will the war in Ukraine go on? That's, of course, everybody's wondered that. But Russian President Vladimir Putin told his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping that he plans to keep the war in Ukraine going on for at least another 5 years. He said they can easily sustain it for another 5 years. There is not a lot. This is one of the lamest week of all. There's nothing in the news. Seconds to describe this. KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. Got your chance to win a $25 gift certificate from Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning KIX Challenge right after Jackson Dean. Fearless on KIX 102.5. Okay. I don't think that's a good place for that. I'm still building out the calendar for January. I decided to go ahead and do it anyway, just because I'm bored and need something to do. I wonder, so last night, I don't know if you guys heard or not, but Maine came out and did the same thing Colorado had done. And there was a little more detail given out on the 14th Amendment where this comes from. The fact that insurrectionists can't run for office, federal office in our country. This comes from the Civil War, and it was created to prevent Confederate figures from running for federal office. So hold on, I'll tell you more. KIX 102.5, the 4 states. Number 1 for country. It's Morning KIX with Randy and Jen. It's going to be cloudy today. Highs are going to be up to around 40. And we'll give you a complete look at the weather forecast with 4 states news and weather in just 10 minutes. And in the next hour, we're going to be talking about your New Year's resolution. What if you got a resolution? What is your New Year's resolution? I tell you what, if you don't have a New Year's resolution, then you can tell us what resolution you would create for your significant other. Or you wish they would do anyway. 623-1025 to tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. But right now, it is your chance to win a $25 gift certificate from Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning KIX Challenge, which today we're doing classic country theater, because in an effort to elevate the amount of culture and class on Morning KIX, because we've been accused of not having enough of that, we're going to give you the chance to win this $25 gift certificate if you can listen closely and identify one of your favorite songs that I'm going to be performing. So we're going to use Jen's introduction here to perform
Country theater. Are you all right?
I've got to clear the pipes. Thank you. Somebody hand me a cigarette. I knew I had one in over a week. Somebody pour me a double shot. Been getting better by the day. But tonight I drink. You say I gotta get over you and get sober too. I got a lot of habits. I gotta kick. Weigh out all your options and take your pick. I can either burn them all down, or I can take your number out of my phone. I can give you up right now and never want you back long as I'm half stoned. If you want me to quit you, if you want me to get you out of my heart and baby off my mind, etc., etc., I'm finished. No, don't look at me. Don't look at me. Thank you. So, excuse me. So now we're looking for the first caller to correctly identify what song and who the artist was for that, for a chance to win a $25 gift certificate to Simple Simon's Pizza with the Morning KIX Challenge from the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Okay, and of course we got our winner. So I'm going to have to tell some people sorry. Hi there, Morning KIX. We've already got our caller, but thanks for trying. Megan. Oh, it's Brooks and Dunn. Mm-hmm. So anyway, the Insurrectionist Amendment, which is the 14th Amendment, which is what the states are basing Trump's inability to run on, applied to people who were not. The question is, shouldn't the president of the United States be immune? Because there is another amendment that says the president shall not be charged with any criminal charge while in office. And so since Trump was in office through that time, through January the 6th, he was still in office. He is until, January the 20th? Then even if that 14th Amendment applied to him, the other one should supersede it. So that's the question that's going before the Supreme Court to figure out. Meanwhile, California, one of the most liberal states in the union, just announced that, yes, they were going to allow him on the ballot. So here's my question. Even if Trump is able to run, he would not have won either one of those states. So what does it matter? Let's go make Kathy a winner. Looking for our caller to identify the song we were performing with Classic Country Theater. Kathy from Joplin. Let's see if you can figure out what song I was performing with Classic Country Theater. What was it?
Morgan Wallen, One Thing at a Time.
That is it! Yes, congratulations, Yay! Kathy. You have got a $25 gift certificate from Simple Simon's Pizza. That could be the pizza for your New Year's Eve celebration, right?
Right. Thank you so much.
Just tell me who's the 4 states #1 for pizza from Simple Simon's, Kathy.
KIX 102.5.
There we go. And 5, 3, 4, 5. We're going to be right on time, too. Look at that. Brooks and Dunn. All right, Jimmy. Fine. Bail on us early. No, Happy New Year, Jimmy. We'll see ya on Tuesday. Since I'll be in here Monday, but I will not be on the live video because I'm going to leave by 7 o'clock. As soon as Megan's show gets underway and everything, I'm out of here. So she did, didn't she? I kept wanting to go, good Lord, did you just win Simple So we'll talk to you on Tuesday. Yeah, so the whole Trump thing with these states taking him off the ballot, the ones that are doing it, the states that are doing it, he would not have won. And they're talking about their primary ballot. So I don't know that it matters. He's won primary ballot nomination in Michigan already. Ugh. Thought they had extended our copy. Okay. Almost done with January scheduling. Almost. Got another week here. Jen may want to do different stuff for this next the week that I'm gone. So we'll find out when she gets back on Tuesday. I'll be excited to see her wedding video if she finally gets done. And I don't know if she ever got her pictures back from Gary. I've not seen anything. When is Groundhog Day? Is it January or February 1st or the 2nd? February 2nd, Friday. So it's going to be cloudy today with highs only up to around 40 and then clear tonight with lows around 25. Saturday is going to be sunny with highs near 50 and lows into the upper 20s. And then Sunday, New Year's Eve, will be partly sunny, highs near 41 and lows down around 24. KIX 102.5 storm tracker radar showing a lot of clouds over the 4 states. It's 32 in Diamond, 34 in Webb City, and 34 in Joplin. To get signed up for severe weather alerts, head to the KIX app. All right, so since we're heading into the New Year's Eve weekend, we want to know, what is your New Year's resolution? You can tell us on Facebook or text or tell us at 623-1025. Here's Chase Rice on the 4 states #1 for country, KIX 102.5. Almost done with January. I've got just a few more things to put in here. Okay, January's done. Yay! Sorry, I've been working on that. Hootie Hoo Day. When is Hootie Hoo Day? Well, it is. It's February the 2nd, so that'll be Friday, February 2nd. Let me see. When is Hootie Hoo Day? That is a good question. Hootie Hoo Day is February the 20th. And la 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 la. Let's see if I've got that on the calendar. I bet I don't. Yeah, we've not celebrated it before in the past because the St. Jude Radiothon past couple of years has happened on February 20th. So. But this year, it will not be happening on that day. So, yeah, we'll definitely put that on the calendar to do something on. I think we ought to make up something ridiculous and tell Jen that she has to celebrate. Because she's not going to know what Hootie Hoo Day is. So we could tell her that, yeah, if it's your first time celebrating Hootie Hoo, then you have to hand out dollar bills to the first 20 people you meet or something like that. Or you have to go wearing a Mardi Gras headdress into your local grocery store or something like that. We could come up with something better than that. Yes, the date is set for that, Megan. It'll be the 21st and 22nd, or at least that's the tentative date. We're still waiting. They were like 90% sure it's going to be on those dates, but there was a question about the texting to give that they were looking into, wanting to make sure they could get that change done by that weekend. And it is sponsored this year for the first time in many, many years. I think Community Bank and Trust is going to be our corporate sponsor, and there are a couple of other sponsors. So they've already been working on that. So I knew that would happen. You remember this year we sent our general manager to Memphis, and I'm like, stuff will start happening with this once he drinks the St. Jude Kool-Aid. And sure enough, not only that, but our sister station, Big Dog, is going to be doing the Radiothon alongside with us those 2 days for the first time ever. So they're looking at the possibility of this becoming a network-wide event across all of our stations. Not yet, because St. Jude, unfortunately, it's only country radio that has ever done this. It's never been done on any other format. So rock radio stations, there's about 4 or 5 across the United States that currently do St. Jude Radiothons. So they don't have a lot of materials like story songs and things like that built for those stations yet. So Big Dog is really breaking a lot of innovative ground by being one of the first ones on board with this. No, they will not. Call centers are a thing of the past. COVID made them realize that that was not a necessity, and it was a better use of resources to use the what's their name? Not ASCAP. Oh my goodness. The fundraising center for St. Jude. Oh my goodness, I cannot remember their name. Anyway, to use their call centers remotely. Now, when they answer, they will be saying KIX 102.5. That was another thing. They wanted to have separate numbers for the two of us. So when you call this one, you'll be calling KIX's number. When you call that one, you'll be calling Big Dog's, so that they could identify and answer the phones appropriately. So they're looking at all of that. It is going to happen. It's a definite. But there are still some moving parts that they're trying to nail down. KIX 102.5, the 4 states number 1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:10. Jen's going to be back with us again on Tuesday when she finally gets her GPS to working and figures out how to get back to Joplin. So in the meantime, since we are heading into the New Year's Eve weekend, we're wanting to know, what is your New Year's resolution? If you are going to resolve to do something differently or change something in the new year, there's no better way to hold yourself accountable than by announcing it to the world, right? And social media is so narcissistic anyway. So go ahead and call and tell us. 623-1025. You can text or tell us there, or you can tell us on Facebook. What is your New Year's resolution? Here's Old Dominion on KIX 102.5. I resolved to start wearing pants. That's mine. I need to put this on Facebook. There we go. Only thing I have left to do is the 9 o'clock hour. And then I guess I'm just going to have to sit around and twiddle my thumbs until time to go home. I don't know. Maybe if everybody's gone today. I doubt they are, though. Usually on a day like today, everybody's here trying to get some Do I, Megan? I don't think I do. I think I need to avoid sparkly pants. I think I need some camo pants or something like that. So, NASA's Juno spacecraft is going to be flying by Jupiter's moon Io this weekend. Io is, I don't know if you know a lot about it. Scientists have often thought that Io might have been habitable for humans. They're hoping it'll lead insight into the structure of the volcanically active moon. It's expected to pass within only 930 miles of its surface. So that is the closest we've ever been to anything associated with Juno. And during the flyby, they're going to use 3 instruments to examine the moon. The pass is expected to allow their instruments to generate just a ton of data for NASA. They say the unit camera will obtain the highest resolution image of the surface to date. So, not that anybody will be paying attention on Sunday or Monday, but maybe by Tuesday we'll have some information on that. That could be interesting. Quit feeling of the off things, Megan. Oh, and speaking of pizzas, we gave away ours 30 minutes ago or so, that there is a pair of French pizza chefs that teamed up with a cheesemaker and a YouTube star to create a pizza featuring 1,001 different types of cheese this week. Chefs Benoit Bruel and Fabien Montelanico worked with a cheesemaker, Sophie Hatat Richard Luna, and YouTuber Florian On Air to break the Guinness World Record for the most variety of cheeses on a pizza, 1,001. And that was way more than the previous record, which was only 254. They said it smelled like stinky cheese and was about the size of a big chocolate cake. So we were talking, too, about the whole Times Square experience for New Year's Eve. And yesterday we were talking about how crazy it is and that they recommend that you wear some sort of adult diaper because you cannot get to bathrooms. There are not facilities for the crowds that are down there. They don't let you leave. Once you check in and go into the area, you are stuck there until the early morning hours of Monday. So there are still some New Year's Eve revelers that say you can't put a price on the experience of watching the ball drop live and in person. But business owners in the Mecca, they've done that. They're saying prices up to $12,500. So if you were going to get a hotel room in one of the surrounding overlooking hotels, you could spend tickets costing between $450 to $12,500 for a ticket to the New Year's Eve party packages that some of these businesses and hotels are putting together. They typically include access to food, drinks, and live entertainment, and most of them offer views of the big ball as it drops. $12,500. That's unfortunate. At least you didn't dream you were eating pudding and wake up with a spoon stuck somewhere else, Megan. KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country morning KIX. Want to know, what is your New Year's resolution heading into the new year this weekend? 623-1025 to text or tell us. Or you can tell us on Facebook. Here's Dylan Scott on KIX 102.5. Yeah, it did, didn't it? But dreams are weird. I thought you would be dreaming more like you were eating a chicken and woke up with your pillow gone. Kathy Goodlord's back. Well, it's you and Megan, I think, that's all that's left today. Okay. Yeah, my goodness, right? This is just riveting content today. Oh, it is kind of lame, but it's a lame week. We've established that this week. So our expectations are tempered. Let's do this. Let's look back and try to find 10 good things that actually happened last year. There is a list of these here. No, I don't think they're that great. Who is it that put this together? Box.com, never mind. 9 food-related superstitions to watch out for over the new year. Eat herring for prosperity. Don't empty your plate. What? KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen, 8:20. Heading into New Year's weekend. Don't forget to join MJ Sunday night, New Year's Eve, from 5 to 7 as we broadcast live from Downstream Casino Resort's New Year's Eve party. It's going to be happening that night, hosted by comedian Kevin Nealon. There's going to be lots of giveaways and, of course, food and party favors and the big balloon drop happening at midnight. So coming out for that from 5 to 7, we'll be broadcasting live before it at Downstream Casino Resort. So today, speaking of the New Year's Eve celebration, we're talking about your New Year's resolutions. Want to know, what are you resolving to do different in the new year? 623-1025 to text or tell us on Facebook. What's your New Year's resolution?
To marry the love of my life.
Have you met her yet?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well, it's good. At least you know who she is. I mean, to plan on getting married next year and not even know who the girl is. That would be ambitious.
Right?
That's goals right there. What is your New Year's resolution?
My resolution is to quit smoking and quit working as much to spend more time with my daughter.
Maybe you could spend more time with your daughter working on quitting smoking.
Yeah.
Boom! Accomplish all 3 in one swoop act. What is your New Year's resolution?
To move out of my parents' house.
Honey, let me tell you, their New Year's resolution is getting you to move out of their house. Are you really going to do it this year?
Yes, I am.
All right, I'm going to hold you to it this year. You understand?
Okay.
And don't be thinking you can come stay at my house either. That ain't going to work. What is your New Year's resolution?
My New Year's resolution is I'm wanting to start getting in touch with my mama.
You're not in touch with your mama?
Yeah, me and her don't see eye to eye.
Well, I got to tell you, as probably having the world's most difficult mama, most of you have heard her on here, the best piece of advice I can give you is learn how to say yes, ma'am, no matter what she's saying. And love you, mama, that sort of thing. Tell us what your New Year's resolution is. You can text or tell us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook. It's the 4 states #1 for country. All right. Yes, probably. Sheila didn't pop on. We haven't seen Dorinda all week long, or Pam, and don't say her name 3 times. And Melissa wasn't on here. I get it. Sarah has not been on in forever. But it's because a lot of people have the week off, so you need to sleep in when you get the chance to. Unless you're freaks like Kathy Goodlord or Megan or me. So apparently my writers are phoning it in. The 40 funniest National Park Service tweets from this year. I'm betting they're not. Yeah, their tweets were not that funny. Okay, so, and that was the very end of all of our written content for us for this year. Oh, this is kind of interesting. And I almost used this for our Oh No You Didn't news. There is a car wash in Chile that is being sued by Disney's Lucasfilm movie studio because the car wash is called Star Wash. And the logo looks pretty exactly like the Star Wars logo, except it's wash instead of wars. Attendants dress up as Star Wars characters, such as Chewbacca or a stormtrooper, as they wipe down hoods. There's Boba Fett and hero Cassian Andor. They man the hoses. Darth Vader uses the Force to summon cleaning cloths. And because of this, Lucasfilm claims its name and branding could mislead people into believing the car wash is somehow affiliated with the studio. The Star Wash owner, Matthias Jara, and his lawyer have argued that Lucasfilm's copyrights do not extend to car washes. Can't argue with that, legal mind, can you? Concede? I'd just as soon kiss a chamois. I bet when the Halo wrench breaks down, Darth Vader says, "You have failed me for the last time." Help me scrape these bugs off the grill, Obi-Wan. You're my only hope. As Yoda said, wax or do not. There is no dry. Huh. And I think that is going to be about it. Yep, that is everything in content. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up a little early today, too. I'm going to go ahead and work on the 9 o'clock hour and get ready to get out of here a little early if I can today. I advise you guys do the same thing. But I will let you know that on Tuesday of next week, when Jen and I will be back, we are going to be talking about, not that, we're going to be talking about, I can't believe I don't know how to what. So as we're looking into New Year's and resolutions, doesn't have to be resolving to stop doing something. Could be, this year I'm going to learn how to do this, or I'm going to start doing this. So we want to know on Tuesday, I can't believe I'm an adult and I have never, or I don't know how to, whatever this is. I can't do that super loud whistle people do with 2 fingers or with their tongue. Never been able to do that. Jen can't whistle. So think about that. Plus, we're going to look back over the holiday season and see how much you spent. Oh my goodness, I think I've got a song on here that we have not done yet. Yes. Okay, so I've got, on second thought, I'm not ready to go yet. So I was going to wrap it up, but I realized there is a song that I promised her that I would do and have ready for a story that we're going to do on Tuesday. So do you guys want to witness this? If you guys have to go, that's fine, but I'm going to go ahead and do this song parody that I have ready. If you guys want to watch me do it, it's a painful, painful process sometimes. But I've already got the music done for this. I totally forgot about this. But I promised to have this done for when we came back on Tuesday. Okay, so you guys are gluttons for punishment. I thought I had done this. Let me look. Nope, I have not done this. I have done a song about cats making you crazy. So there's new research that came out this past year. It's been a while since this came out. That's why I've been intending to do this for a month or so, but we just haven't had time. But there is a parasite that's found in cats and in their poop that can cause schizophrenia. So the idea of a crazy cat lady, that there really is something to that. And Jen said something about, so the cats make you crazy. And I just instantly heard that Harry Chapin song, The Cat's in the Cradle. Cats make you crazy. So I'm like, oh, that pretty much writes itself. So I have, yep, here we go. I've got just enough time to try to do the vocal before I have to do the break. And I have to be very, very careful that I don't accidentally go out over the air. Okay, so I'm going to record with Audition. So you guys will hear me, but you won't be able to hear the music yet, which is a good thing. Well, probably not. You'd rather hear the music than me, but.
A cat arrived just the other day.
Okay, you ready? Check, 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 check. A cat arrived just the other day. Yeah.
A cat arrived just the other day. I
Thought it would be fun for us to play. No, that doesn't work. Let me try this way. Cat arrived just the other day. Thought it would be fun.
Cat arrived just the other day. I thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know I could catch from my new playmate.
Let me try this. A cat arrived just the other day. I thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know I could catch from my new playmate a parasite that feeds on my brain. I had to clean his litter box, didn't know what to do.
I gotta clean up that
I don't like that.
my brain. I had to clean his litter box.
A parasite. Let's do it from a parasite. A parasite that feeds on my brain. I had to clean his litter box. Don't know what to do. There we go.
My new playmate.
A parasite that feeds on my brain. I had to clean his litter box. Don't know what to do.
I gotta clean up after.
I gotta clean up after you, cat. Yeah. Gotta clean up after you, cat. I can't touch.
After you, cat. I can't touch your doo-doo.
Yeah.
Clean his litter box. Don't know what to do.
I gotta clean up after you, cat. I can't touch your doo-doo. Yeah, the cats make you crazy if you touch their poop. Better wear... I don't like how that fit. Let's redo that line.
Yeah, the cats make you crazy if you touch their poop.
Touch their poop.
Your doo-doo.
Yeah, the cats make you crazy if you touch their poop. Better wear gloves if you're gonna scoop. Cause if it gets in, you can't prevent. Okay, I need to redo that. If it gets in, you can't prevent. Cause if
scoop. Cause if it gets the scoop, gonna scoop.
Cause if it gets in, you can't prevent. You'll be schizophrenic then and sent to the loony bin. There we go. Yeah, that could be funny or really sad. Okay, now we'll mix it down and let you hear it. Let me see. And we need the ballad reverb. So we got to put the big echo sound on there. I don't know about that first line either. Thought it would be fun for us to play. Yeah, I need to redo that. Thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know. Yeah. Okay, so I thought I was done. I'm not. Okay, one more time. Lock this down. Check, 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 check. This one.
The other day.
I thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know I could catch from my new... And it did not record. Okay. That's great. Can I insert? Nope. Cannot. Okay, we'll do it down here.
Just the other day.
I thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know I could catch from my new playmate. Okay. Lock in time. And move that back up there. Beautiful. And I've got 48 seconds before we have to go on the air with phone calls. Now that I processed the vocal and put reverb on it, I am ready to add that into the track. Although I've got some inconsistencies in the music bed. So we'll look at that when we get through with phone calls here in a second. KIX 102.5, the four states, number one for country. Morning KIX with Randy and Jen at 8:37. Got the Morning KIX takeover, final Morning KIX takeover of 2023, getting ready to happen in just 15 minutes. So you still got time to go on the KIX app and pick your year-end songs that you want to wrap up the year with. And we'll start playing it back at 8:50. But we're talking today, because we are heading into a New Year's weekend, we're talking about your New Year's resolutions. Want to know, what are you resolving to do or stop doing in the new year? 623-1025 to text or tell us, or you can tell us on Facebook. I tell you what, if you don't have a resolution, tell us what is the resolution that you wish your significant other would adopt for the new year. What's yours?
It's to set goals. I got to have a map to get to where I want to be, and that's my map.
So your resolution for the new year is to go out somewhere and buy yourself a map. I don't know where you'd buy those anymore. I don't know if they've got maps. What is your New Year's resolution?
Hey, my New Year's resolution for my significant other is to find one.
Looking to find a man. You know, men are not that hard to find. It's just finding a good one.
Gotta be a good one, so you have a good New Year's.
Well, you too, honey, and good luck finding that good man.
And I love your station. I listen to you all the time.
Well, thank you. What is your New Year's resolution for the new year? Big Dave, what is your New Year's resolution?
Well, to keep listening to you in the mornings, of course.
What an amazing decision that was. You know, that's probably the only good decision you've made this week.
Well, you know, it's entertaining to listen to see if she's finally going to snap one of these days and you're going to end up in a body bag.
You know what my resolution is? I resolve to try to have more birthdays in the next year.
No, nobody needs any of that.
What?
You have enough as it is.
Since I'm going to try to do a self-fulfilling prophecy for all of you crazy people who say I have more than one a year, I might as well try to.
No, we're the only sane ones here. You're the crazy one that thinks you have to have a birthday every other day.
I'm not even going to mention my birthday next year.
Oh, that would be such a blessing.
I didn't say a word about it all last month. So what is your New Year's resolution? What are you resolving to do or not do in the new year? You can tell us or text us at 623-1025 or tell us on Facebook. It's the four states, number one for country, KIX 102.5. Okay. About mixing this. Let me get rid of all of these. Is that who I think it is? Okay, first off, I've got to get the music bed right. Okay. I see what's happening here. It just needs to fade down. And I think I have a music bed we already did for this. Nope. Yeah, that'll work. have a little blurb here I've got to fix. Okay. Ready? Let's see how this sounds. Cat arrived just the other day. Okay, that doesn't fit. Cat arrived just the other day. I thought it would be fun for us. It's off for some reason. Cat arrived just the other day. I thought it would be fun for us to. And that's a little too soon. I thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know I could catch from my new playmate a parasite that feeds on my brain. I had to clean his litter box, don't know what to do. I gotta clean up after you, cat. I can't touch your doo-doo. Yeah, the cats make you crazy if you touch. And that's not matching. Yeah, the cats make you crazy if you touch their poop. Better wear gloves if you're gonna scoop. 'Cause if it gets in, you can't prevent. You'll be schizophrenic then, and you'll be schizophrenic. Then. Schizophrenic then, and sent to the loony bin. Okay, now we got to set levels. Cat arrived just the other day. I thought still is rushed. Cat arrived just the other day. Still rushed. Cat arrived. Cat arrived just the other day. Cat arrived just the other day. I thought it would be fun for us to play. I didn't know I could catch from my new playmate a parasite that feeds on my brain. Yeah, the cat's still a click there too. And there. Yeah, the cats make you crazy if you touch their. Okay. Done. Now we will mix it down and do our little magic thing to it that we do. Oh, yeah, and we got to cut the intro off. The intro is way too long, so closed session and its media. And we will bring this over. Right there. Cat arrived just. Cat arrived just. Boom. Ta-da! Song done. And that's how we do that. So what do you guys think? What real birthday? I don't try to hide my birthday. Morning, Floyd. Be Greta for special giveaways. Be great, you mean? What? I'm just going to throw this out there, but a KIX album of parodies would be hilarious. You know, we talked about doing that. What's the no? Oh, did I not put that up? Gosh, Floyd, thank you for catching that for me. We can always count on Floyd. So I had it ready to go, and I got busy this morning. I've been trying to take care of stuff before Jen comes back, working ahead a little bit, but I totally forgot. I'm putting it in there right now, Floyd. You are the man. He always catches that for us. When I forget to put the "oh no, you didn't" news story. Floyd's like, it's hard for me to do my job if you won't do yours, you know. Okay, I'm going back and reading some of these comments. Happy New Year. My senior year Patriots went after our school mascot because it looked similar. You know, you can always go. There is a page on the KIX website that has, if not all of the parodies, a large, large number of them. There are a lot of them in the blog. I wish we did have, an album that we sold. The only deal is that physical CDs, albums of any sort are not really a thing anymore. And it's to such a point that it's gotten difficult to produce them. CD burners and CD burning companies are fewer and far between than they ever were before. And CD players. My vehicle doesn't have one in it. I mean, most vehicles don't have them in it. Now, for those of us that are of that age group that like CDs, like physical albums and stuff, it is different, yeah. But it's just very, very hard to do that. Morning, Lisa. Cat arrived just the other day. Okay, so this is MK's song. We named this Cats Make You Crazy. And we're going to save this. I've got to find a number. First, I save it into our archive. It's been a while since we've done a song. We usually don't do many songs in December. We get ready. November's a ton because we're getting ready for the holidays. And then usually it hits again in January and February. So help me if I see this in there. I was just looking. No, it is not in here. Okay, now we put it in the system. And I have to find a number. What is this? So I have to find out. Yeah, that one we're going to go over. 0291. Okay. Ugh, that was bad. There we go. Whole process from beginning to end, recording a song parody. And that's how we do those on the air sometimes. I have to mark the intro time. And it is done. Yay! I'm glad I looked ahead to that because Tuesday morning we've been like, oh gosh, we got to do that. And we've got to do new Forest Dodge Hill commercials when we first come in. So, okay, with that, KIX 102.5, the 4 states, #1 for country. Want to know your New Year's resolutions? It's 623-1025. Here's Brothers Osborne on KIX. Almost missed that too. So with that, let's go ahead and wrap it up. And I will say we'll see you in the new year. So hopefully you guys have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you on Tuesday.